Welcome in everybody to Watch This, where we watch this together. I'll tell you what I think about it along the way. You can tell me what you think in the comments down below. On that note, we're going to continue on here trying to figure out what is a woman with the documentary What is a Woman by Matt Walsh. I can't speak all of a sudden again. So, without any further ado, let's roll it.
What we do in gender studies is not just reduce gender to what psychologists might call individual differences, but rather thinking about gender. And that's not women and man, but gender as a social form, something that kind of infuses itself into virtually all aspects of social life.
Let's talk about that then.
I don't even know what the hell that means at all.
I guess we should start with, we've got gender and sex, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference between the two? Is there a difference?
I saw that in your questions and I thought, my goodness, this is what we spend an entire semester kind of thinking through. But what we tend to think about in the social sciences today is that sex refers to a set of biological characteristics and gender is a social construct or category.
Okay, so one's biological and the other is a social construct. Maybe I should look this up. I don't know if that's the actual meanings or if this is just what he's saying, but okay.
What I think is often misleading about that characterization is allowed to be sort of messy and complicated. But in that framing, when you split them up into these wholly discrete constructs, studies scholars, and really more specifically people who study gender and sex, we're not talking about sexuality right now, in the kind of academic universe that I travel in.
See, I think this is like trying to show like the shit I'm talking about, where they just keep saying words, but it means there's no meaning to them. They're just like words, right?
Is that we see how deeply gendered ideas, cultural ideas about masculinity and femininity, maleness and femaleness, both in humans and in lots of other animals.
So are gender and sex two different things? Or
Right? All of that, like, and still no friggin' answer, man. Why is it so hard to get an answer? Why do people want to just, like, talk about everything but the friggin' answer? And it's easy. You can literally Google search it. And what is... Do they not like the answer? Is that the problem? I say this a lot, but I don't get it, man. I really don't get it.
Well, I think that they both are and they aren't. I'm comfortable saying that gender and sex are two different constructs, but they're deeply intertwined with each other.
we're talking.
Sex isn't a construct. Is it? Like, it's either you're male or you're female, right? That's the whole thing with sex, isn't it? And that goes for all the animals, the plants. Yeah? Not a construct. It's just I mean, you could call it whatever you, I mean, obviously the word we made up all words, right? But, no? Am I wrong again?
Talking about gender and sex, and there's a lot of controversies there. If we're talking about a trans woman has all of the male physical characteristics, so would that not be a male then? Couldn't we plainly say this person is a male?
Well, I guess it's like, why are you asking the question? I think I want to understand sort of why that's so important. So if someone tells
Just
you...
to sort of understand reality.
Right? I mean, why are you asking the question? Because it needs to be answered. There seems to be a lot of confusion around it, and I always thought it was a pretty easy freaking answer, but apparently it's not. So we need to find the hard answer, I guess.
You know?
Well, I mean, I think when someone tells you who they are, you should believe them. So if a person says that they're a woman or they're a man, then that's them telling you their gender is. I'm not so sure what social interactions would have to do with maleness or femaleness that would be...
I'm not even talking about social context. I'm just trying to start by getting to the truth, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm really uncomfortable with that language of, like, getting to the truth. Again,
uncomfortable with getting to the truth? Seriously? Is this dude's a teacher? And he's uncomfortable. I don't know why I air quoted it. With getting to the truth? Isn't that like the most important thing? Right? The truth about things? Like, how are we supposed to make logical decisions about things if we don't even know what the truth is? So that means we need to figure it out. How could that be offensive that someone wants to find out the truth about something? This guy is ridiculous, man. And he's teaching people. He's putting thoughts like that into people's heads. How is this a good thing?
In social life.
Why is that uncomfortable?
Because it sounds actually deeply transphobic to me. And
now the truth is deeply transphobic. Oh my God. Dude, seriously. I swear it's like they use shit like that. People use words like that, terms like that, to stop conversations and to not answer truthfully. Right? Am I the only one that notices this happens a lot? Wow. Bro, he's teaching people. Ladies and gentlemen, he's teaching people.
And if you keep probing, we're going to stop the interview.
If I probe about what the truth is?
You keep invoking the word truth, which is condescending and rude.
Bro, truth is now condescending and rude. Again, I think people like using words just to use fucking words, because if we start abandoning truth, and that's a bad fucking sign for humanity. You know what I mean? When we start saying that truth is something offensive, and he's bound to say something stupider next. It's just been like a progression of stupidity from a teacher who's got letters after his name. That usually means something important, doesn't it? No, it doesn't.
I'm saying to you,
how is the word truth condescending and rude?
Why don't you tell me what your truth is? And you're walking on 30 seconds more of thin ice before I get up.
What my truth is? Well, I don't think I really have a truth. I think that there's just the truth, like the reality. And so we should begin by trying to figure out what the reality is.
And why are you concerned with when someone else...
Bro doesn't like answering questions. And these aren't hard questions. This is not like... This is just common sense, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. That's not a thing anymore. My mistake.
...tells you that they're a man, or even if they use the word male, why are you concerned with not believing them?
Well, you keep bringing it back to, how do you respond in a social situation? But,
that's what I do. I'm a social scientist.
Well, right, but we're in a university. This is a place of understanding truth, isn't it? Or
absolutely, we pursue truth, and I'm a social scientist, and that's what I do.
But you just said the truth is transphobic.
That you would say that if you're saying the truth is that I get to say you're not a man, show me your genitalia, that's transphobic.
No, I don't want to see anybody's genitalia.
Who said anything about that?
Someone can make a statement about themselves that could be untrue. Like, for example, if I were to say that I'm a black man, would you accept that, or would you be skeptical?
Are you?
I mean, I guess there could be a chance. It's very rare. Listen, I'm part black. You may or may not notice it. I get everything but that a lot of the time. And you know what? Whatever. I'm me. That at the end of the day, I don't care. But so obviously there can definitely be people that have black in them that are much lighter. But I'm pretty sure he's not. And the fact that he would ask like that in such a way is so ridiculous. I know I've said this a lot, but this is a person who teaches. Okay?
Black? Are you African American? Are you biracial?
I don't think so.
We don't
I don't
look
think
that,
so.
and I don't think it doesn't sound like that's a genuine statement of who you are.
Okay, so that's my point. I could make a statement about who I am that's incorrect.
Of course, I think it's well established that human beings can lie, yes.
Or not even lie. I mean, I could just be mistaken.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sure where you're going.
I'm not sure where you're going. Bro, really? He's a teacher. Just saying. Doesn't know where he's going with it.
I guess this all comes back, this all comes down to really one question. Especially
Oh, it's
women,
coming. Here it comes.
gender and sexuality studies.
Are we going to find out?
So what is a woman?
Oh,
Why do you ask that question?
oh my God, seriously? Bro, it's literally the name of the documentary. I don't think maybe he didn't know what the name was going to be. Why does it matter why he's asking the damn question? Why can't you just answer it? Like, and you know why he's asking. He literally said it earlier to find out the truth, right? Because people are saying one thing and it doesn't seem to be correct. See, I have a feeling, I'm going to read the future here. This guy's going to talk a bunch of shit in a circle and we're not going to get an answer. Am I right?
I just really like to know.
I'd just really like to know.
What do you think the answer to that question is?
Wow. Bro does not want to
Well,
answer.
I'm asking. That's why I came to a college professor who's this is what you do.
What other kinds of answers have you gotten?
None.
A lot of like this where you're not answering, and I've gotten a lot of that. So
I think it's interesting that you say that some of the people you've interviewed have been reluctant to answer it, and I think that has a lot to do with the questions that preceded it and the way that you've conducted yourself in the interview.
What?
how have I conducted myself?
How do you think you've conducted yourself?
Bro's conducted himself way better than I would have. There would have been so much language coming out of my mouth at this dude. Like, he's a professor. He's supposed to educate people, and he seems very not educated. He gets paid for this.
You just really don't want to answer the questions, do you?
I came today very willing and enthusiastic about answering questions about women's and gender sexuality studies, which is
So
the
you
work
wanted
that I do.
you wanted to answer questions about women's studies, and so shouldn't the first answer you should be able to provide is what exactly is a woman?
Well,
Right?
For me, it's actually a really simple answer.
For him, it's a simple answer. Let's hear this simple answer. If it's simple, it should be 2-3 words, right?
And that's a person who identifies as a woman.
But what are they identifying as?
As a woman.
But what is
Which
that?
is what?
As a woman.
Why does it hurt so much? You know what? Everyone out there, I apologize. Because we're literally getting stupider watching this. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to make you more dumb. The idea was to help people and bring stuff out to talk about things to become smarter. But apparently, we're just going to get more stupid watching this. Because it's got to be over soon. Please.
Do you know what a circular definition is?
Right?
I do.
Do you?
It's sort of like what you're doing right now. Where
Right?
A woman is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
A woman is a
Because
woman.
You're seeking what we would call in my field of work an essentialist definition of
Essential-
gender.
Essentialist, I can't speak again, definition of gender. No, what he's asking is a simple question. What is a woman? Not. Why is it hard?
I think it sounds like you would like me to give you a set of
I don't,
biological or cultural characteristics that are associated with one gender or the other.
I'm not seeking any type of definition. I'm just seeking a definition.
Yeah, and I gave you one.
No, you didn't. No, he didn't. He didn't give a definition. A woman is whoever identifies as a woman. That's a woman. Really? Why is this so hard? Why do people want to fight against, like, is there not better things we could be concentrating our time and energy on other than trying to like masquerade something that isn't something to what? To make ourselves feel better? Obviously this person has made a whole career out of educating, I meant the air quotes that time. Um people, right? And this is what they're educating them on. No answers, running around in a circle. Like, come on, man. This is ridiculous. I want everyone to be happy and do their thing, but if we don't have definitions on things, we start like getting into this my truth is the most important thing, not the truth. I don't even know what my truth is. Like, I don't mean like I don't have a truth as far as I know. I'm just an idiot that tries to make his way through this world and make kids that aren't as dumb as he is. That's all I try to do, right? So I mean, I don't get the whole my truth, his truth, their truth thing, but I will tell you, if we don't have the truth, period, the real one, the one that's founded in reality, the one that you cannot deny, then we've got a lot of problems and our society is going to fall the fuck apart. I'm just saying. I'm probably wrong. Don't listen to me. But tell me what you think down below. What is the truth? Right? Is it a bad word now? It seems to be, right? And does it bother you that there's people in colleges that are teaching this stuff to our children, and then we wonder why our children can't answer what is a woman? All right, on that note, we're going to end this one. Come back next time. Maybe then we'll figure out what a woman is. Have a good one.